We're here with the Fiber Network Engineering Program that is beginning soon here at UA Cossatot. We're here with Dr. Steve Cole and Marty Allen.
All right, thanks, John. You know, when we first started down the road to put together this fiber optic engineering program, you know, there's such a shortage, you know, for this skill, you know, around the state, because now the state of Arkansas and all across the country, you know, they're rolling out all this broadband, and now that the BEAD funding's finally released, you know, there's a lot more activity in getting the underground, but also the, you know, the above ground fiber, you know, run to where it needs to be. But there needs to be people that can hook all that up, essentially, right? I mean, someone's got to hook this up, and there's not enough of them. And so we got together and pulled Marty Allen out of retirement. This was, gosh, well over a year ago, almost 2 years ago, and asked Marty if he would help put together a grant. Because we knew that there was a need. We had the space on our Locksburg campus to start this, but you know, we needed the funding. And so Marty helped us put together the curriculum for the fiber optic engineering program. And then Marty and I actually drove to Little Rock and visited with the Arkansas Broadband Office, visited with Department of Commerce, you know, and they were highly interested in what we're doing. And lo and behold, it wasn't that long ago that we were notified that we were indeed going to get a grant to put this thing in motion. So then the work started, and that's where Marty really took over. And so Marty is here to tell us a little bit more about the program, what it is, where it's going to be, and what the students in this program are going to be learning.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an exciting opportunity because it's absolutely free to the students, funded by the state. It's a 15-week program, 7.5 hours a day, 60 days of training, 450 hours total. It's going to be on the Locksburg campus. It is focused on preparing entry-level fiber network engineers to operate and provide services on all this fiber that's been going in the ground and on the air. So we're going to start off teaching how to work and manage workloads in an office environment, how to discipline yourself to work remotely or in a hybrid configuration to make the students more marketable. They're going to learn the fundamentals of fiber to the home, concepts, terminology, tools that are needed to run that. They'll get into IP addressing, just like you have a post office box at home. Every device on the network has to have a unique address. We'll get into addressing. We're going to get into some remote security, even to help them build their resume, writing cover letters, and getting certifications. They'll be able to get industry level certifications. We're going to require one, but they could get multiple at the completion of this. And when they get done, they'll leave with a tool bag worth about $1,000 that they can take to their job and hit the ground running. What we've seen in the industry, and I come from the industry, is we'd have to go find the skill sets that we could train to do the fiber to the home operations. We're jump starting that because it costs us time, money, once we hired them before they were really productive. We're making them productive day one to go into an employer and start making a difference and work with engineers and take workload off of the people that are out there doing the job now. Because like you said, it's still growing.
It is, you know, and Marty, Marty, came to us, through retirement, but via Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative, which started, Four States Fiber, and Marty and some old friends, Jeff Tollett, who's now with Connexon, and Dion Cooper and others really were, and others at Southwest REA that are still there, very instrumental in putting the Four States Fiber out into Southwest Arkansas. And then Marty left there and went to the Diamond State Network.
Absolutely.
Which is a network of the co-ops that really go out and push this broadband out there. And so Marty comes with this expertise, and we're working with people and supplying workers to people like Urban Cable, and we're really good friends with Urban Cable. You see their trucks all over the world, but they're out of Kentucky, but they do a lot of work in Arkansas. Our college, we started, our, fiber lineman program, which is already in existence. And Dennis Davis teaches that, and we've been doing that for over a year now. It's also a free program. That's on our DeQueen campus. Now that's kind of a different world. That's kind of entry level, to where we teach first and foremost safety in all this. We teach safety, but we also teach those students how to climb that pole and string the aerial fiber, because a lot of fiber's underground, a lot of it's in the air, and it just depends on where that fiber's going. But this program that Marty has helped design, and this program that he's going to be instructing and building from the we're trying to do is meet that need. The coolest thing about the program, Marty, is it's free. I mean, how do you beat that? You know, I mean, be a fiber optic engineer for nothing, right?
That's what I was thinking. It sounds like a very costly deal for students coming in there.
It would be.
You mentioned free. I was like, free? No way. Yeah.
But when you're working with Glenn Howey, with Arkansas Broadband, when you're working with Department of Commerce, when you're working with people like Stephanie Isaacs with the state and Kyla Waters, I mean, they are the ones that kind of stepped up saying, we love this program and we want to help with it. And so what we're going to do is demonstrate results. We're going to show them, it's like, hey, you're going to put your faith in us, we're going to show you what we can produce.
So the grant money is coming through some of these organizations.
Correct.
In the state.
Through the state, and some of that money later on will be coming, through the BEAD funding that has been made available through the federal government to the state, and so it's just different groups of money that we've kind of put together. It's a whole collection of folks that made this work, but Marty is the boots on the ground that helped design the curriculum, mainly design the curriculum, and then also is building it as we speak on the Locksburg campus here in Southwest Arkansas. He's building this program.
You get a free class, free tools, and what are you going to do? Get out and you're going to find something around here. You're going to find all over the place. And is this going to pay $20,000 a year?
Starting in rural areas, more around $50,000 a year. So 15 weeks investment of your time, free of charge, and be able to walk into a job making somewhere around $50,000 a year. That's a opportunity I wish I'd have had when I was in college.
In UA Cossatot, this is, we started as Cossatot Votech, 1975. And we were a technical college. We had 81 students the very first semester, and we were teaching bricklaying and nursing. Our roots are technical. And so this is another one of those programs, and we're doing more and more of the technical program where these are non-credit workforce programs, but they're short-term. And so your investment, especially in this is limited investment, you have your time, because we're footing the bill, or the state's footing the bill. But yet these are the programs we're starting to develop that make a lot of sense. Now, for the students that want to come to UA Cossatot, get that 2-year degree, transfer to Fayetteville, pay our tuition, or go to wherever you want to transfer, we do that too. But we're really embracing our roots and doing more and more of the non-credit workforce, because people, when they think college, they think everything is credit. I'm going to take English and math. Yes, we do that. We do half of that's what we do, but the other half is the technical stuff that you make that $50K a year or more, and you have a very limited investment. And I think that's the program a lot of people are wanting, and that's what we're trying to create. So.
In 3 months.
3 months. Our job, I told students this morning on our Nashville campus, we had a coffee this morning, and I visited with all of our students on campus, went in the classroom, talked to them, and I always tell students, or anywhere I speak, is, yes, we provide education, but that's not our ultimate job. Our ultimate job at UA Cossatot, and we take it very seriously, is to provide jobs. That's our job, is to make sure our students get a job, not an education. Now, education is part of that process, and we will provide that, but ultimately, we have failed if our students do not get a job. And so this is one of those, I think, a no-brainer. It's, you're done, you get a job, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, and one thing I'd add on is the excitement behind it has gone out into the employers and to the vendors that supply the equipment. And they've jumped in and helping with this as well. They're excited about it, and they've offered access to their online education free of charge to the students, access to their virtual lab world, so we can build as big a network as we want virtually and play with it. We also have a local lab of equipment that they're going to rack in the equipment rack. They get to power up. They get to play with fiber optics. We're even gonna splice a fiber optic cable. Yeah, it's just so they are aware. It's not gonna be their full-time job. It'll be understanding. They'll have hands-on experience that they might not ever get out in the world, but they'll understand what it means to splice a fiber together because they've physically done it. They've touched the equipment, and then they can get into the virtual lab and go from there. But once they get their certification, their initial certification, it's just the foot in the door to go on and build their career, get additional certifications through their employer, and grow and become senior and even consulting engineers somewhere. I mean, it's a great leap start.
Some might be coming in after them.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
So Marty, when do and Marty, every time I go to the Locksburg campus, he's busy, he's working, he's putting labs together. I mean, we have a server room, we have a lab, we have a classroom, and Marty's putting that together. When are we anticipating to start roughly?
April 14th.
April 14th.
And it'll end July 28th. So that'll be our first class, and it seems like it's a long ways away, but it's not.
It's not.
It's here.
6 weeks or
It's
5
here.
weeks. And I suspect there'll be a party that day on the 14th, that first day. I suspect we're going to have a party.
Yeah.
And I think it's, and just to let people know how easy it is to find out a lot more about this program, I'm on my phone. And all you have to do is go to cccua.edu. You go to our website. This is our mobile website. You can
Right.
also go online, go to the same thing. And if you go to this tab, you're going to see a list of things. And if you look down here, there's a thing that says Community and Workforce. And you click on Community and Workforce. And then you will go to Continuing Education. And then
Scroll down.
you'll go to Career Training Programs. There's aerial lineman, clinical medical assistant, commercial truck driver, fiber network engineer. You just click on that, and then that tells you exactly what it is, and it tells you who to call and how to get signed up for this class. Simple as that. Go to cccua.edu and go to the tab and go to Continuing Education, and then go to Workforce, and then pick Fiber Optic Engineer. And that's how you get to our website.
And a little bit, somebody might want to know about the requirements.
Absolutely.
The requirements are 18 years of age, valid driver's license, and basic computer skills. We're going to work on all that. It's hands-on. You're going to learn Office programs. You're going to learn networking programs. We're even going to get into some math. We're going to have some fun with some math.
Okay, everyone that's interested, you have to have math. Okay? I mean, that's just part of this process.
Yeah.
Someone from the college calling me. I should have had that on silent for this interview.
But we're going to make it fun, and in the certifications, we're going to do some self-evaluations, going through testing, pre-testing for those certifications. So look at the exercise. They won't walk in blind to the certification. So if you're scared of tests, we're going to do a lot of prep before that. So when you walk into that certification test, you'll know what you're doing.
Again, when I talked about, it's our job to make sure our students can get a job, and that's part of it, because a lot of our technical programming, nursing, this program, it requires testing and it requires licensure, and you have to sit for those exams. Our job is to get you a job, which means we have to prep you for those tests. And we do. And we make sure that when you go through those exams, you know everything on it. It's our job.
Yep.
But yeah, go to the website. You're going to hear a lot more about this over the next few weeks. Marty and I are barnstorming the area. Matter of fact, we'll be speaking, today is Wednesday, we'll be speaking at the Rotary Club in Nashville, Arkansas today in about an hour. And we'll talk about it there. And then Marty's going to be speaking to the Rotary Club in DeQueen this coming Monday.
And the Queen Lions Club here in the next week or two.
In DeQueen Lions Club in the next week or two. Again, Marty just found that out, didn't he?
I did.
All right, just found that out.
Just
But we do want to get the word out, and we want to answer any questions. But if you go to the website, call those numbers. It may not be Marty you talk to, but it may be Tammy, it may be Michelle, or it may be Nancy.
Yeah.
But you'll be talking to one of those three, and they're going to take your name and they're going to get you all set up.
absolutely.
And there is limited. We can't take 1 million at first, so there is a limited class size. And so, but if you miss the first 15 weeks class, there'll be another. And
That's
so,
good.